So today I'm going to be doing the Chargers grades for Week 7 of the 2019 NFL season. So as you can see, another loss for the Chargers. I'm pretty sure we're just going to end up losing the rest of these games. So we might somehow make like a 5-7 win season, but at this current point, I highly doubt it. Rivers today was that day was 24, 38, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a picks. I think that's at least a B plus grade. I'm gonna give it a B plus. It's not. I mean, 300 yards that makes it an A. 2 touchdowns that makes it an A. But the you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna give him an A minus because I feel like I can't give him a B plus. I feel like he did a little bit better than that. But I know I can't give him like a full on A. So rushing wise, Melvin Gordon 16-32 and Austin Ekeler 5-7. An F for the running game, and I honestly think we need to trade Melvin Gordon and let Austin Ekeler be the feature back because when he was doing the most carries, he was actually getting production for the most part. But yeah, so that's an F. Receiving wise, obviously same stats as Rivers, so I have to give it an A minus as well. Austin Ekeler led the team with 118 yards and a touchdown, and then Melvin Gordon had a touchdown too, but he finished with negative yardage, so not that impressed with that. 2 fumbles by Gordon, 1 loss. The 1 loss did cost us the game. 1 interception for 3 yards, so that guy gets an A by himself. 2 sacks by Joey Bosa, so that's good. And we had a few tackles for loss. Field goal guy was 2 for 2, so that's an A. 2 punts, 1 inside the 20, and the long was 59, so that's an A. And kick returns only 1 by Desmond King. So overall, the Chargers, I believe, got a B, right? Well, in addition to this, guys, I think for the first time in this series, I'm going to look at the league leaders so you guys know who's leading the league in which category. And then we're going to look at standings. So Patrick Mahomes leads 2,180 yards for the passing, 2,170 for Matt Ryan, 2,023 for Dak, 2,114 for Rivers, and 2,019 right on the dot for Aaron Rodgers. So first off, for those of you who don't know, Patrick Mahomes is out 3 to 5 weeks with a dislocated kneecap. So more than likely, Matt Ryan or one of the other 3 that are below him will more than likely take Patrick Mahomes' spot on that top spot, and Patrick Mahomes more than likely will never be back up there this season because he's missing some time, and depending on the games these guys has, that's like 600 to 800 yards that he'd have to make up. Dalvin Cook leads the league in rushing with 725 yards. Leonard Fournette is 715. Christian McCaffrey 618. Nick Chubb with 627. And Ezekiel Elliott with 602. Dalvin Cook, Dalvin Cook, the top 3 are pretty expected, but Elliott you expect to be higher. Nick Chubb you might not expect to even be on the list, but Christian McCaffrey. Leonard Fournette should be what Elliott is if you were to make predictions at the beginning of the year. Michael Thomas leads the league 763 yards with Godwin 662, Amari Cooper 621, 581 for DJ Shark, and 572 for Cooper Kupp. That's a pretty good top 5 list, and for the most part, only really one of those you expect to be that high, and that's Michael Thomas. Amari Cooper's always been a little bit here and there in terms of stats, but hey, whatever, right? Total tackles, 76 for Blake Martinez from the Packers. Jordan Hicks and Bobby Wagner each have 69. Devontae Campbell was 63, and Luke Kuechly was 62. That's a pretty good list. I mean, I think Blake Martinez led the league in it at the end of last year. So he's basically picking up where we left off. We all know Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly are beasts, so they shouldn't be up there. Sacks, Shaquille Barrett with 9. Myles Garrett with 9, Chandler Jones with 8.5, Cameron Jordan with 7, and Neil Hunter with 7. That's actually a decent list for sacks, and most of them are actually pretty big names, besides maybe like Shaquille Barrett. You don't expect to be at the top, but that's what's fun about football. Interceptions wise, Devin McCourty with 5, Jamie Collins with 3, Stephon Gilmore with 3, Janoris Jenkins with 3, and Quentin Dunbar with 3. So as you can see, interceptions do get spread out a lot, but there's only these guys are the ones that have caught at least 3. And there's probably several people who aren't on the list that also have caught 3. So now in terms of team, right? Total offense belongs to the Cowboys with 3,065, Baltimore below them with 3,044, Kansas City with 2,803, Texans with 2,772, and Seahawks 2,741. So that's actually a pretty good, pretty good list there. And there's some ones that you don't really expect to be up there, but this year's different. Passing offense, obviously, Chiefs lead that. There's differences like New England's up here on this, but that's because there are other people that throw the ball besides the quarterbacks, so I'm not going to bother going over that list. Rushing offense led by the Ravens with 1,429, Vikings with 1,120, San Francisco with 1,036, Dallas with 1,022, and Jacksonville with 981. Total defense, 49ers lead with 1,341, or have the least with 1,341. New England with 1,562, Buffalo with 1,756, Chicago with 1,985, and Carolina with 2,064. Passing offense, passing defense, 801 by 49ers, 1,039 by the Pats, 1,208 by the Buffalo Bills, Cleveland with 1316, and then Carolina with 1330. Rushing defense, the Bucks 408, Oakland 520, New England with 523, San Francisco at 540, and Buffalo with 548. So now that I got those out of the way, let's do a real quick check at how the rest of the games did this week. So Chiefs won 30-6, lost Patrick Mahomes in the process, so that'll very much be impactful of the AFC West as well as the whole AFC as a whole. San Francisco stay undefeated with a 9-0 win and their first 6-0 start since 1990. Oh yeah, by the way, Andy Reid's 200th regular season win was on Monday as well. Arizona won 27-21, a battle of rookies there, and Chase Edmonds for Arizona had 3 rushing touchdowns, a career high. Colts won 30-23, 4 passing touchdowns, which is a career high for Jacoby Brissett. Raiders lose to the Packers 42-24, and Green Bay's 15-3 versus AFC West opponents since 2002. Vikings won 42-30, and Marvin Jones for Detroit had 4 receiving touchdowns, tied with franchise record. But obviously, those 4 touchdowns were not enough. Jacksonville won 27-17 against the 0-7 Bengals, and the Bengals are 0-7 for the first time since 2008. Buffalo beat Miami 31-21. The Bills 5-1 to start the season for the first time since 2008 as well. Rams won 37-10, and Rams are 6-0 when playing in Eastern Time Zone in McVay era. Chargers obviously lost. Not going to bother going over that. Ravens won 30-16 against the Seahawks. Lamar Jackson outrushed Ravens opponents for 3rd time this season. Pretty impressive. Saints won 36-25 against the Bears. Teddy Bridgewater won 8 of his last 9 road starts. Dak Prescott most rush touchdowns by quarterback in franchise history with 21, and they won 37-10. And then yesterday, Patriots won 33-0, shutting out the 1-5 Jets. They moved to 7-0, and let's face it, they've had the easiest schedule probably in several seasons, maybe even in any year. And Patriots have won 17 of the last 19 games versus Jets and have won 8 straight. But yeah, and then these are the teams that buy: Steelers, Browns, Panthers, and Bucks. I went over that when I did my predictions. Speaking of, another video will be coming out really soon, probably right after this one, where I predict Week 8. So this one will be probably posted the same time as that one. So hope you guys go and watch that one after watching this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in that one.